Hello, welcome to a new season of the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where we've taken another step up this season. For the first time in the club's history, we'll be playing Division 3 football. That's right, we're just 3 steps off our ultimate goal, the Ultimate League top flight. But can we get there? Because this upcoming division is looking very tricky indeed. We made 2 new signings during the off-season. Reginald Lacey and Ryan Milligan have joined us back up in place of Christopher Wolstenholme and Lucian Siratal, who have both been sacked. We're now down to just 15 players in the squad. So without further ado, let's take a look at our opponents for the upcoming season. First up are ADV, the only Portuguese side in the division this season. Last season we had 2. Obviously we're in a region now where mixed English, Portuguese and Norwegian teams, so you expect to see a lot. Now if you may notice, this ADV side isn't particularly strong at all. Why is the side this weak in Division 3 of all teams? Why is it there? Well, the simple answer is it was a lot stronger, as you can see by the quality of the legendary players. However, they have all been sold off as the new manager, who has only taken over this season, has decided to go for a complete rebuild and has brought several more youths in alongside a few remaining veteran players, including goalkeeper. This means very likely that ADV will be the whipping boys this season. The next opponent looks a bit familiar. I recall we played these guys in the Cup before. Yes, it was back in season 33. Cobra Kai knocked us out of the Ultimate League Cup. And this season, about 5 or 6 seasons later, we now face each other as league equals. They were a Division 5 side back then, and we were a Division 6 side. How times have changed. That said, Cobra Kai only have 9 players from the squad that knocked us in the Cup. Their squad has gone through quite a bit of transition since then, towards a 3-5-2 side. Cavallias, Pavoa, Ortins, Rubera, Buxton, Villa, Eto, Miranda and Gornal are the only survivors from that squad. Otherwise, there's a lot of new faces in this team. Cavallias was the backup keeper, but he has since been promoted to first choice keeper. Backup goalkeeper Shubash Aurora was also the backup keeper for Dream League title winning side X6 when they won the Dream League about 5 seasons ago or so. Our next opponents are FC Barrymore 2, the only other Englishman in the division. Needless to say, I'm sure we'll be pretty chatty with each other, and it seems he's heavy on banter. But anyway, he has a pretty good squad. He has taken the remnants of a former Division 1 side and started to rebuild them. He has started to sort of in the transitional phase now, but he still has a very strong defence, as you'll see in a moment. Seth Lambert, 27-15, is the best goalkeeper we've faced, and they have a very strong defence to back him up to, so it'll be very hard to score against. Midfield are a bit light really, because Jamie Flack and Maurice Kendall are the only 2 good midfielders, but Jamie Flack does pack a mean punch from free kicks, so they do have threat going forward, as well as with Hal Borber. But otherwise, with the amount of use and the fact that they're looking to sort of rebuild their squad in a way, we should be able to beat them if their squad strength goes down to a level that we're able to compete with. But don't rule them out, they'll be a difficult opponent for sure. FC Dealu Verde, told you we'd have some Norwegian sides in this division. This side look really good though, they're much stronger than the other ones we faced last season, as you'll see in a moment. They lost their playoff match against the All-Stars, who are a very highly valued side making their way up the divisions. So they've lost to a very strong side in their own right, which means they aren't actually that bad, they just got knocked out by a better team. So they are not to be messed with. They finished second last season in this division, and for good reason. They will be a huge threat to the promotion places this season. 15-bar goalkeeper Falcao de Campos is one of the best goalkeepers in this division, backed up by an array of 12, 13 and 14-bar players, including likes of Petru Antoine, Adelen Oncia, Melty Carberg, Finlay Balfour and Serban Cesario, who are their biggest threats in their team. Finlay Balfour, however, is carrying an injury going into this season, which might help depending on how the fixtures are going to be laid out, which we'll find out soon. Hamilton Academical, a Scottish side managed by Don Golfin, are a pretty good experience in the middle parts of the league. They got promoted last season in dramatic circumstances. They were in the playoffs much of the season before leaders Crystal Rovers dropped the ball and ended up sending Hamilton Academical back into Division 3. They haven't been here for a while though, and they have one of the weakest squads in the division, so it might be a struggle for them to stay up. But in an interesting turn of events, we could have actually been drawn against this lot last season, depending on how the divisions drew, but we ended up in a different one instead. They're no mugs though. They have a very strong midfield of Adil Bakoum, Rice McIntyre, Connor Buchan and Francis Randall, making a very solid midfield. At the back isn't quite so good, with Gunnar Harrison, one of the weakest first choice goalkeepers in the division. Well, that said, he's only 1 bar less than our own Ant Connolly, which says a lot. Pa Conrad is their star defender, who they'll hope to shore up at the back line a bit. with some pretty decent defenders alongside him, but the other areas, apart from midfield, aren't quite as good. So if they lose the midfield battle, they could be in big trouble. We'll have to try and make sure we get their playmaker when we face them, but they aren't going to be an easy opponent by any means, and their experience at this level should mean that we will have a challenge anyway. Next one is another Norwegian side, Kruger FC, and this might be the best Norwegian manager we've faced so far. He was our best ever rank of 54th in the world. This guy is no joke. He is going to be one of our biggest challengers as a manager yet. His squad, however, isn't the strongest. He does have some very, very good players in key positions like his goalkeeper, Lars Bros, but with only 2 highly skilled defenders, it's likely he's going to adopt a 3-5-2 to try and master this. He has some decent midfielders, a decent striker, but you would hardly say the squad was complete, even if it is the most valuable side in the division. Last but not least, and this is the strongest side in the division. We haven't even got to the strongest side yet, considering the amount of class we've seen so far. They just keep getting better, these teams. But this is the Stretford Enders, managed by a former Power League winner, and they also got to the final of the Awesome League Cup a couple of seasons ago, or should that be 3, depending on what sort of perspective we're looking at. If we're going to say 3, they have 17-bar goalkeeper Nick England, who's the best goalkeeper in this division. Yes, I said that. We've seen 15, 16-bar goalkeepers, and they aren't even the best goalkeeper in there. Oh dear, this is going to be a really difficult division. Anyway, Fausto Lager in midfield should look very familiar to long-term viewers of this series. He was in the Spud United side that won promotion from our division way back in season 33. He was, however, sold after that and has been at Stretford Enders ever since. This is going to be the first time we'll have a player play against us for 2 different clubs. It also seems Stretford have the same kit as Cornetto FC. I wonder why that might be. But yeah, this is going to be a real challenge with a lot of 16-bar players in this team. It'll be difficult for sure. So that's who we're up against this season. So ADV, Cobra Kai, FC Barrymore 2, FC Dealu Verde, Hamilton Academical, Kruger FC and the Stretford Enders are the lineup for Division 3E of the Ultimate League this season. It's the highest we've come so far, and our first match is a home match against FC Dealu Verde, the Norwegian side. A powerhouse side, so it's not going to be a very easy opening game, but we will try our best. We just try and go all the way out and try and see if we can compete in this division. A win over Dealu Verde would give loads of confidence to the team going ahead. So, join us for the next episode when we take on FC Dealu Verde in our first ever Division 3 game. See you guys then.